Hey, I gotta be honest. I've recorded this video like 6 times, I think. Quite a few times. I'm just gonna go ahead and share. I got laid off.
No, God!
Yeah, so I got laid off from my job. I actually got laid off last week, and I tweeted about it, and I said that I was gonna make a video, and I did. Actually, like right after I tweeted that, I recorded the video, and then I was editing it over the weekend and thought, you know what, I don't like it. I kind of want to talk a little bit more. So here I am, re-recording. I've actually re-recorded this like, I don't know, like 6 times or something like that. And just today. And sorry, my phone's going off. This is not very well scripted, of course. It's very, very rough, but I think it's fitting considering the topic. For those of you who are just now finding me, my name's Nick. I work in cybersecurity. I just got laid off from my job as the Vice President of Security Engineering for a mortgage company here in the United States. They're based out of Dallas. I'm here in Florida, just outside of Orlando. And so, yeah, I was working remote. It was a pretty good job. I was actually up for promotion for the deputy CISO position at the company. And then kind of like in the conversation about that promotion, because they were, we were doing a lot of exchange and dialogue and all that. About 2 weeks later, my boss had gone on a couple of trips to speak at some conferences. And my boss is the CISO. I was going up for deputy CISO. And within that, I guess after that 2 week period, when he came back, got the phone call saying, regret to inform you, but company is hurting, and so we're actually cutting your position along with your entire team. I was pretty pissed off at first, but it sucked. It definitely sucked. I think it's pretty crappy to be told that you're gonna be getting something and then have it taken away. I'm sure we're all familiar with that feeling, but it definitely sucks in a corporate environment when you're expecting a promotion and then you think everything's good, and then all of a sudden they call you up and they say, just kidding, never mind. We can't actually afford to do that. They called me, well, actually, when I got off the phone with the boss, with my boss, I had called up the CIO, I think it was the next day, and I just wanted a little bit more, maybe reconciliation. I just kind of wanted to get a better understanding of what was going on. And so I called him up and I said, hey, I heard what happened. Can you, tell me something, like tell me what's going on here. Is there anything that I can do to not let this happen? And basically it was, kind of like a numbers and cents thing. They had so much margin that they had to cut off the top. And unfortunately I was within that range. And what kind of sucks is that I was actually being underpaid for my position. So working in security engineering, I was responsible for application security, cloud security, and DevSecOps, enterprise architecture security, stuff like that. And I was making somewhere in the low 200s, right around there. And when you look at the comparison for what the job market pays for somebody in that position, it's pretty high. It's a lot higher. I see senior AppSec engineers, principal AppSec engineers making, like total compensation, they're making close to 300,000. So to be a vice president at a smaller company, they're doing pretty good. They make a couple $1 billion in revenue every single month. But to have that happen, it was kind of like, well, that sucks. But they had to cut my job position, and they cut a couple of my employees that worked for me. And it wasn't just us, actually. We were a team of about four or five, but then there was another like 45 people, I think. It was roughly 50 people that got laid off as well. And it was like, let's take out all the people that make the most money, essentially, and save the rest of the jobs, save the rest of the people there. So it was kind of sucky, and fortunately I'm in a position where I don't have a mortgage. I just sold my house. I have, my vehicles were paid off. I did sell my truck. I sold my truck because of this. Just wanted to make sure I had the liquid cash in case I needed it. So, you know, we got one vehicle. I bought a scooter. That's how I'm going to get around for a little bit until I can find a job. So, yeah, it sucks. I might show you my scooter later. Probably go to the office and, you know, record the scooter, record what's going on. But yeah, so I gotta mail all my equipment back. I have I had an office that they were paying for, and they did prepay that for the next couple of months because there was like a 90-day term on that. So they went ahead and took care of that for me, which is nice. So I'll have that for a few months. Currently recording this in my garage though, because I thought, well, you know, if I'm getting rid of my truck, I should probably move some of the heavier stuff out of the office with my truck before I get rid of it. And so I kind of made this makeshift background and setup. Hopefully you like it. It's kind of like my earlier videos with the lighting and stuff like that, which I kind of liked it. But yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks. But one thing I'm thankful for is that being in cybersecurity, there is a massive job market, you know, for all different kinds of, you know, jobs in cyber that you can go after, which is good. You know, it's a really good thing. I should be able to find a job pretty soon, I hope. Been in conversation with Deloitte and a couple other organizations, AWS and EY. I'm going to talk to EY here in about 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens. You know, I'm sure I'll get something soon enough. Been doing some consulting on the side. So like helping smaller organizations out with their cybersecurity stuff, documentation and all that stuff. So that's kind of keeping us afloat for now, you know, but, yeah, you know, this is just one of those life events that I just kind of wanted to get on here and just share about. So probably, take you along for the ride. We'll go to my office later, or here in a few seconds. And got to go pack up some stuff. So see you there. Hey, what's going on, you guys? All right, so I am recording this in my office. It's the day after. So yesterday I recorded that other part. That's why I'm like wearing a hat. I don't have my glasses and changed my shirt. Showered. So I'm here in the office, just kind of packing up my stuff. So as you can see, it's a big wreck, bunch of boxes and stuff I gotta mail back. Got my desk over here. That's my personal laptop. Got a closet full of stuff. So I'll probably be working out of here, making some videos. I'm actually working on some courses. So I'll be doing that here and out of my garage office that you guys saw yesterday. There's my scooter. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. If you guys ever get a chance to buy an electric scooter, the Ninebot Max, I'll put a link down in the description. It's a lot of fun. It goes like 18 miles an hour or something like that. And you charge it at night, and you get like 40 miles on the charge. So if you're not going very far, it's a great ride. It's a closet full of stuff, random junk from just kind of moving around. Got like a bowl from the CEO of that company that laid me off last week. It's got his name on it. Some gift. Anyways, it's random stuff, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up on the tripod. I'm gonna be packing here in a little bit, but for now, just kind of chat a little bit, talk a little bit more about some thoughts I have. And yeah, thanks for watching. All right, so yeah, this is it. So I want to talk a little bit about some thoughts I have. So obviously I'm here packing up, gonna be shipping a bunch of stuff probably to the headquarter office over in Dallas, probably today or tomorrow. I'm actually waiting on a box. They're supposed to send me a box, put all the stuff in it. They give me a shipping label and I mail it back. So that's nice. I don't have to pay for anything out of pocket, which that'd be wrong. But I wanted to share with you some thoughts that I have, you know, somebody that just got laid off. Now I gotta be honest, this is the first time I ever got laid off. And so I didn't really know how to record this. I didn't really know how to feel about it. I mean, obviously upset, did a lot of work for the company. But you know, the reality is it's not personal, it's just business. And I know we hear that a lot, like it's pretty cliche, but thinking about it from the eyes of the employer, I know that they're struggling financially. And so I can't fault them for making that decision. Now, could they have fired some other people? Yeah. Do I have opinions on how, how they could have handled it better? Sure, absolutely. Is letting go a bunch of people in the cybersecurity department for a financial services company right now when there's a war going on between Ukraine and Russia a good idea? No, it's a very stupid idea. And if you're somebody from Fairway watching this, I hope you think about that, because really, that was pretty dumb. But it is what it is. It's not my decision to make. So as somebody who is getting, or who did get laid off and is having to go through this process, if you're, maybe somebody who is hearing about layoffs and you're nervous about this, if you're in the technology market, or maybe you're somebody else who doesn't work in technology, but you're hearing about layoffs because, well, let's face it, the economy in 2022, depending on which industry you're in, it could be suffering. It may not be, it kind of depends. I know when 2020 hit, the restaurant and anything that had to do with leisure, so like travel, restaurants, tourism, they were suffering because, everything was locked down. And so a lot of people were taking pay reductions or they were getting laid off. And it was just unfortunate. It was really terrible. So I just want to speak this to anyone who is out there that is experiencing this, what I'm going through, or maybe is about to. Maybe you're concerned about it. It's not the end of the world. The truth is, you're valuable and you have a lot of valuable skills, and you just got to get back on your feet and you got to go find something else. If you can develop any skills that are in high demand, like cybersecurity, where there's not a lot of people that can perform that talent or perform that skill, that's going to work in your favor. You're going to be able to find something quickly. Another great thing that you can kind of do to offset some of the financial loss during that transition of going in between jobs is do some freelancing or offer some services on the side. Make sure that this isn't your only source of income. That's one thing that I learned a couple of years ago, is that you can build your career up and make all the money in the world, but if you lose that job, or if you lose that one source of income, you're kind of SOL at that point. You need to go and find something else. You really have to go and figure it out quickly. And usually that leaves us anxious and worried, stressed out, and we don't want to be that way. And so I've kind of spent the last couple of months trying to diversify that a little bit, trying to get some other sources of income coming in. And I gotta be honest, if I didn't do that, I would definitely be a lot more anxious than I am right now. But fortunately, I have some other sources of income coming in that kind of help me with this transition. I'm able to pay my bills, I'm able to buy food. There's still a roof over my head and all that stuff. So really it's just a matter of, okay, let's just make sure we get that job replaced sooner than later, so that I'm not having to dip into my savings account or anything like that. So my advice to you, if you're somebody that is hearing about layoffs happening in your company, or if you just got laid off, or if you're just anxious about it in general, because let's be honest, it happens. My piece of wisdom to you would be, what can you do to build some sort of income on the side? Just enough to cover most of your expenses, if not all of your expenses, if you can. There's freelancing you can do. You can develop some sort of passive income where, like, you create a product or a course or something like that. Maybe you're doing, like selling stuff on eBay or Amazon, and you got a little profit margin there that you can live off of. Do what you can to kind of offset those living expenses so that you can make that transition. And another piece of advice I'd say is, when you don't have a job, your only job is to go and get a job. So, if you're looking to be employed, you need to really hustle. You really need to grind that out. Make sure that you're doing everything that you can to get a job. I make it a point to apply to like 10 different listings a day, if I can, if they're available, and that's within my skill set. I try to always, every single day, stay active in applying to different jobs. So if you're doing that, you're definitely going to see the fruits of your labor end up blossoming. You're gonna get what you're looking for, which is another source of income. And your family, everyone's gonna thank you for it. So you're gonna be a happier person. You're not gonna be stressed out. So be on the hunt, be on the lookout. Always, be involved, be engaged. So that's what I got for you. I'm actually going to go ahead and start looking for a job myself today. I'm gonna apply to some more, probably follow up on some of my applications that I have from the last couple of weeks, and pack some of the stuff. Thanks for watching this. I appreciate you guys, you know, supporting me, you know, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and show some love. I could really use it right now. All right, guys. Peace.